information now on an urgent search for a dangerous shooting suspect. Surveillance video captured the terrifying moments. A man chased a woman down the street while shooting nearly a dozen times at her. It all played out along Roosevelt Boulevard on Monday. This afternoon, Philadelphia police sharing that video and new details. Action News reporter Taronda Thomas live now in Ogons this afternoon with the update. Taronda.
Well, before we get to the update, I actually want to go into the video itself, and I want to show it in its full context so you guys can know exactly what they're looking for. So this is the full video in its context, the full surveillance video. It's actually my first time watching it also. Look like it's on a main street. Ring camera. He just jumped out the car right there. I'm guessing that's him running, bent the corner, and then he just started firing at the... Hey, he got white gloves on. Like, he has gloves on and a hoodie and a mask, and it's in broad daylight. This looks like a hit. It looks like a hit. And I don't know if the woman was hurt or not. I guess we'll find that out in the news segment. But it looks like a hit. That's crazy. The first thing that police officers do often at times is they go and they try to pull the security cameras of whatever the location is that is recording what said crime is. The second thing that they try to do is, and I am friends with a lot of police officers, is they try to go and talk to the people that's in the neighborhood to find out if there was any witnesses and get as much information as possible. But apparently this woman was chased down in Philadelphia, and they said that he let off at least 10 shots, at least. And so he didn't wait to get up on her. He just started firing immediately. I couldn't really tell if the woman knew that he was coming or whatever, but she was screaming. And apparently, this looks like a situation where they actually maybe knew each other or she knew it was coming. This was a hit. This was a hit. And I don't know if it was a professional hit. I don't know if it was a hit. He was trying to kill his baby mama or whatever, but this was a hit. People should be very afraid, bro. Y'all need to be very afraid of what's happening in these streets. It's so much demonic energy. It's so much anger. It's so much ugliness. It's so much hatred that is happening out here. And people genuinely are trying to take each other's lives. And now, because we have the technology that we have today, you can actually see it happening in real time. It's crazy, bro. Let me go back over to the news, and then we're going to go from there.
Brian, Northwest detectives are trying to identify the shooter, and they've got some good video to help them do it. They say the woman was walking along Roosevelt Boulevard when she noticed something was off. Within seconds, she was running away from a man as he shot at her. Screams and gunshots echoing down the 4800 block of North Lawrence Street in Olney. The woman...
You know what makes it even worse? You know what makes this whole situation even worse? Even worse than the fact that he's trying to shoot at a woman and he shot 10 times. He's shooting through cars, houses. You don't know if somebody can get hit by a stray bullet. We don't know if it's a kid in the inside. It's people just living everyday regular lives. And next thing you know, you see a bunch of shots coming through the window, or you can hear your glass bursting, or you see bullets coming lodged inside of your home, all because a monster that don't care nothing about what's going on or around him. Clearly, he don't care about the woman because he's trying to take her life. But people die from stray bullets. I can't tell you how many different reports that I did last year on the Millionaire Morning Show where a kid in this particular city, or a kid in Chicago, or a baby in Chicago, a random bullet just goes through the room, or people hit the floor and the next thing you know, somebody not getting up because they actually got hit by a stray random bullet that just so happen to be flying through. And this is happening in broad daylight. Broad daylight. They don't have no regard for police. They don't have any regard for themselves. They don't have no regard for human life. They don't have no regard for anything. And instead of us sitting here having a conversation about trying to rehabilitate these people need to be locked up. They need to be locked up. They need to be in jail. They need to be thrown away, throw away the key, the whole 9 yards. They need to be locked up. It is insane to see this type of activity and this behavior taking place in real time.
Shouting for help as she was chased and shot at.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Neighbors disturbed. Police are too.
It's extremely troubling that someone has complete
They need to hunt this dude down like Charlie Kirk's killer, bro.
disregard for human life.
The scary situation unfolded Monday morning at about 6:55. The woman was walking to work in the 400 block of Roosevelt Boulevard when she noticed this car, a black Nissan Juke, parked with its flashers on.
She noticed the vehicle began to creep towards her, which startled her. She began to
She
walk
knew
away.
him. She knew him
towards
all day long.
4800 block of Lawrence Street.
Investigators say the shooter got out of the passenger side of the car and started following the woman.
At this point, the female victim began to run, at which point the offender opened up fire as she fled northbound on the 4800 block of Lawrence Street.
Police say,
and that's a main street. Hey, listen, the only reason that woman is alive today, the only reason why this woman is alive today is because she was situationally aware. That's it. Because she started running way before he can get there, and they just so happen to be on the main street. So I'm sure if he didn't run out of bullets, then it also played a role in that it was a daytime and it was a main street. Because in any other situation, if she wasn't situationally aware, he would have ran up on her. That's the only reason that she is alive today. And this is why I keep telling women, y'all got to be careful. Y'all got to be very, very vigilant. You can't get distracted. You got to be on your P's and Q's. Don't think for 1 second, take things out of, you know what I'm saying, out of context or any of that type of stuff. That's the only reason why she alive today. And she was gone. She was already running. And obviously he a trash shooter. And now you got to worry about whether or not he hit something or somebody else. But it's the only reason why she is alive today is because she was running. She was already running before he ever even got up
to the car and started following the woman.
At this point, the female victim began to run.
She started running.
At which point, the offender opened up fire as she fled.
Which the one thing that I'm surprised at is that she actually ran down a side street instead of staying on the main street.
Northbound on the 4800 block of Lawrence Street.
Police say the shooter fired his weapon about 10 times.
Definitely in broad daylight, something that should not have happened.
Especially not during the morning rush, just off one of the busiest streets in the city.
It's a miracle that no one was struck because 4th and the Boulevard is quite a busy area at 6:50 in the morning.
Investigators are trying to figure out if the shooter knew the victim or was targeting her. That victim, who is in her 30s or 40s, amazingly was not hurt.
Obviously, she's very distraught and shaken, but all credit in the world to her. She's very brave and still cooperating with investigators.
As the victim called 911, the suspect got away in the same car that dropped him off, the Nissan Juke, slipping away southbound on Roosevelt Boulevard.
We're asking for any information from the public to please contact Northwest detectives.
Now, the shooter is about 5'7", medium to stocky build. Investigators say he was wearing a gray hoodie sweatshirt with that hoodie pulled over his mouth. He also was wearing black pants, black shoes, and white gloves. Now, if you see him, police say don't approach him, call 911. You can also leave an anonymous tip by calling the Philadelphia Police Department's tip line at 215-686-TIPS.
That's crazy, bro. Y'all be careful out here in these streets. It's some monsters, it's some demons. And I don't want you to get caught up. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. T. Gently, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. Be careful, y'all.